everybody! Hello, welcome to The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and I didn't expect to do this. There were no plans for me to do this. I thought I was just going to do the Halloween series, and then that was it. I wasn't going to touch this anymore. I came back earlier this year for a little April Fool's video, and then I did the 31 Wild Halloween Review Nights. I didn't expect to do anything for Christmas, but I had an idea, and it seemed very interesting. You probably guessed what it is. That's right, everybody. 25 more wild Christmas review days! That's not happening. I'm done with the month-long videos talking about movies and specials. I mean, it's fun when you do them, but when you actually work on them, it's a lot. But yeah, I'm doing a Christmas video today. And I'm joined by my reindeer friends here. We have Rudolph, I'm assuming Rudolph because of the red nose. And then we have Dasher, right? This is Dasher. This is Dasher. Who's this guy? It says Danger. Oh, that's Dancer. The C looks like a G. So you might be curious what's going on here. I'm doing something very unique today. And interestingly enough, I had this idea the night of Halloween. I forgot I pulled this stocking out. Maybe I can put it right here. Is it gonna stick? Okay, well that sucked. The general idea that I'm getting at here is the one thing I've never talked about on the Wild Review, surprisingly, are commercials. I've made, I think, 2 videos on infomercials. Those really crappy commercials that sell you crappy products. I remember also I talked about some Japanese commercials. Commercials are very interesting, and I think a lot of people can agree with that, because you have commercials that are memorable, and then you have commercials that suck. The commercials that I like specifically are holiday-themed commercials. Something that I do traditionally around the holidays, both for Christmas and for Halloween, is I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up compilations of holiday-themed commercials. I'm pretty sure we all do it. There's just something about the way the commercials are around the holidays that just stick in your head. Like, they purposely stick inside your brain. And this leads me to the main thing that I was going to talk about in this video, a beautifully put together video by somebody named Khalil Retro. Khalil/Retro. I am probably butchering that first name. Something tells me the K is silent. A little context, back in April, I went on a little Christmas kick. And I usually throughout the year, I get into the Christmas spirit. Normally it's in the middle of the summer, and I think that has something to do with Christmas in July. But for some reason it started a little earlier in April, and I was just watching Christmas commercials and looking up Christmas videos in April, and I came across this 1-hour video that includes nothing but nostalgic Christmas commercials and bumpers from television networks such as Nickelodeon and Disney and a bunch of other networks that we're very familiar with. I sat for a full hour on that day in April, and I watched the whole thing, and it is now my favorite Christmas video to watch around the holidays. This video has more than 100 different commercials. More than 100! Dude, I'm putting a comment on this the second that this video goes out. Hopefully you're seeing this. If you're seeing this, you did a great job on this video. And the initial idea of this video kind of surrounded that video. I thought it'd be pretty cool if I sat down and I talked about this video in particular and talking about all the commercials in this video. But the video is like an hour long, so I figured instead of just talking about this video, I'm just going to talk about some Christmas commercials and bumpers in general. Some of my favorite, some of my least favorite, some that have just been stuck in my brain since I've seen them. The whole bunch. The gang's all here. I thought we would just have a little fun here for the next 20-something minutes, however long this video is, and just not only watch commercials, but I can give comments. We all love some guy making comments while you're trying to enjoy some classic Christmas stuff, right? Again, these are a variety of different ads. They're either commercials for brands or they're promos. Some of them are even trailers. And yeah, let's check out some interesting and fun holiday commercials. I know that! I don't go one Christmas season without seeing a traditional Hesh truck commercial. These are probably the only commercials that I actually look forward to seeing every year just because it's new, it's something new. I owned a Hesh truck once. I had a few Hesh trucks, I actually think. I remember I had a Hesh truck that had a little car inside of it. Also, there was a helicopter. That basically describes all the Hesh trucks. Something else really interesting is while watching Hesh truck, I started thinking, I don't think I've ever seen a Hess commercial that wasn't holiday themed. And I even went back to a few Hess truck commercials from the past, and I did manage to find one Hess truck commercial that was just the truck itself just driving, and it looked like it was around springtime, but I don't know if that was a commercial or just stock footage of a truck actually driving. The earliest one that I found was from like the 80s, and even that one is Christmas themed.
In 1933, Hess began with one little truck. Back then, a child could only dream of owning one like that. Today, every child can have a sturdy replica of the first Hess truck. Get this fully assembled Hess toy truck, ever-ready battery included for $3.99 at Hess gasoline stations. Season's greetings.
I don't know, maybe Hess is just something that's around when it's Christmas time. I'm not complaining, I like it.
Look what's landing this year, the Hess truck's here.
Happy holidays from Hess.
Yeah, you know I had to put one of these in here. I mean, you can't do Christmas without 25 Days of Christmas, right? I didn't start watching 25 Days of Christmas until about 2008. And even then, I had the impression that it was something else. I might have told this story before, but when I first started watching 25 Days of Christmas, I legitimately thought that for 25 days, there would be a different movie each day. And that's, you know, sort of the sense of how I did 25 Wild Christmas Review Days. And yeah, I didn't realize it was just the name of a marathon where multiple movies would be played for 25 days. Which, on the topic of marathon and movies and movie marathon, I feel like I should be the one to speak out on an issue that I know a lot of people have when it comes to not just 25 Days of Christmas, but also 31 Nights of Halloween, which has slowly become very popular on Freeform. You play movies that have nothing to do with the holiday. Look, I know you're a channel, you're owned by Disney. You play Finding Nemo, you play The Incredibles, that's fine, but when you do a Christmas marathon, we expect Christmas films. And something that really bothers me is one of the advertisements for 25 Days of Christmas. Let's take a look to see what's wrong.
Holiday blockbusters.
Let's go presents. Happy Christmas, Harry.
I don't recall Harry Potter being a Christmas movie. Also, something else that I feel like people are thinking, am I the only one that misses this? Like, just the look of how 25 Days of Christmas used to be. I don't care that it's got a new name, Freeform, but the look on how ABC Family used to advertise it, with the CGI Santa and the occasional elves and the color schemes of this advertisement, I miss that. Now it's just too basic and bland. It's bland!
The 25 Days of Christmas, December 1st through the 25th, only on ABC Family.
Oh, great! It's the incest commercial. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know this one. If you haven't, here you go. This is a commercial for Folgers coffee. I want to say it's about 10 years old. I don't know any other Folgers coffee commercial other than this one. This is the only one that sticks in my mind. And I'm pretty sure if you've seen the commercial, you have a pretty good idea why. I know why. Because it's gross. The commercial focuses on a young man coming home for the holidays, and he's greeted by his little sister, who's a bit too happy to see him.
Oh, I missed you so much.
They waited up all night for you, you know.
Brought you something from far away.
Really? You're my present this year.
I don't know about you, but I don't like this. There's just something about the chemistry between the two of them that's really, really off-putting. The way that he smiles at her.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
It's insane, this whole entire thing. I get they're advertising a coffee, but this is not how you do that. It would make sense for them to maybe not be related, but they make it very clear that they are related, which makes it even worse.
Sister?
Well, I guess the only positive thing is Folger is part of Christmas commercial history now. Not gonna say that's a good thing based on the context, but cool. Still doesn't make me want to drink your coffee.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Mom and Dad, could this be your little girl?
It's Christmas Eve, Barbie.
Ew! A girl commercial! Yeah, it'd kind of be a sin if I didn't at least include Barbie. I mean, it's Barbie. I guarantee you every little girl on Earth at some point has said, I want a Barbie. And at least half of those young girls have said they want a Barbie dream house. I've never actually seen the official Barbie dream house commercial. I'm assuming that this is the actual one. Jesus, that's a big house. I could see why children would want it.
Sure feels sturdy to me.
It comes with all this furniture? 6 rooms full of it. I remember when you wanted a house for your Barbie collection. Yeah, but this is better than anything I ever dreamed of.
I like that bit. I like that bit with the grandma. She's basically like hinting that the mom wanted one, but she didn't get one. Is this going to turn into one of those situations where the mom is forced to watch her own daughter play with a dream house that she wanted when she was her daughter's age? I think Barbie is one of those toys that has been around for years that has also become a staple within the Christmas holiday. Obviously, they still make Barbies. It's still a huge thing. And I know that they used to come out with new ones every year, especially for the holidays. I think they still make new ones for the holidays.
Most special, most beautiful moments. This is your moment, Barbie girl. Introducing the 2007 Holiday Barbie doll. Happy holidays.
Oh yeah, these guys were weird. You guys remember the Fruit of the Loom commercials with the grown men in these fruit costumes? Yeah, they were weird. I remember I'd see them a lot when I was a kid. Fruit of the Loom is clothing, right? I remember it was my underwear brand. Yeah, this one stuck out to me a little bit. It's interesting to watch, only because, yeah, I do remember these characters from watching television as a child. And it was interesting because commercials back then used to tell stories of their own. Like, they had that small little window of telling you some sort of story while also trying to advertise their product. In which case, this company dressed up 4 men in fruit costumes and just kind of had them doing things. In this commercial, they're decorating their home for Christmas, which is pretty neat. Here's my one question though, who's the yellow guy? What is that supposed to be? Is that lettuce? Lettuce isn't a fruit, so it wouldn't make sense. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Good job. Merry Christmas.
Yummy fruity pebbles in our bowls.
Speaking of commercials that tell their stories while also advertising, here we have a cereal commercial for Fruity Pebbles, which is the Flintstones cereal, which I'm pretty sure everybody's aware of. It's still around today, but they don't make commercials like they used to back then for cereal, especially with the Flintstones. You used to see Barney and Fred fighting over the Fruity Pebbles, and this one is a really good example of it because it's the Christmas commercial for it.
Oh, here comes you-know-who.
Yabba dabba fruit, delicious stew.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah, Barney was always the one that wanted the Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, in this case he does end up getting the cereal because the holidays, obviously. But watching this really made me realize that cereal commercials aren't what they used to be. And again, they have the commercials advertising the Fruity Pebbles and even Cocoa Pebbles, but the only one I've seen in the last, year or two is the one with the kids dancing, the one with the kid being the robot. You don't see the Flintstone characters advertising their own cereal anymore. In fact, you rarely see any cereal commercials with any of their mascots anymore.
Santa's gonna love these sweet fruity tricks. Yeah.
Ho, ho, out! Oh, I mean, ho, ho, ho!
Here's another one with the Trix Rabbit. You remember him? You remember the Trix Rabbit? He not only went after the Trix cereal, but also the Trix yogurts.
A big bowl of tricks! A delicious part of this complete breakfast!
It's gonna be a raspberry red, lemony yellow Christmas. I'm gonna get to eat tricks. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Santa.
Here's another one with Captain Crunch. I remember Captain Crunch from years ago. They have not played a Captain Crunch commercial in years, and they were really fun to watch.
That's 3 down, only 59 million to go. Christmas Crunch, a whole lot of fun.
I was originally just going to talk about the Flintstone cereal commercial, but then I realized that cereal commercials aren't what they used to be. We don't see the Trix Rabbit anymore. We see a little of the Lucky Charms leprechaun, but that's very rare. We've been seeing the Honey Nut Bee, and occasionally we'll see the Cinnamon Toast Crunch characters. We also recently just got back Snap, Crackle, and Pop, but in comparison to how these commercials used to be back then, they're kind of boring now. I do recall about a month ago, I did see a commercial with these mascots all together. They formed like their own cereal group. I think they called themselves the Cereal Squad. I don't know where that's leading. Can you do more commercials like this? I would like that.
Your Pebbles.
'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred.
Happy holidays, pal.
Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Tony the Tiger. They still do those commercials. Also the Fruit Loops bird, they like redesigned him. I didn't like that design. So I'm not familiar with the 7UP brand. I know it's a soft drink. I haven't seen any of my friends or family members drink it. I mean, if people have been drinking it and I know them, I'm probably just oblivious to it. But I've never really seen a 7UP commercial, at least not to my knowledge I've ever seen one. I mean, there are a few Christmas commercials for this brand that deal with the little dots. I don't know what they're called, even if they're characters or not. I'm not sure, because again, I don't know the brand as well. But this one particular commercial stuck out to me. And it's kind of creepy. All these elves look like mini Santas. Like, they look like a mix of little Santas and the dwarves from Snow White. And it's kind of odd. It's like off-putting to watch. There's a few things that just don't sit right with me. Like the fact that one of them winks his eyes to get the drink out of the refrigerator. I never associated Santa's elves with having magic. I just assumed that was Santa and his reindeer. The ending's also a bit strange and it doesn't make much sense. They all just start playing in the snow, but there's already snow on the ground, so why they choose to play in it once it starts snowing again, I don't know. There's real Santa, but it's kind of hard to tell who's who because the elves look like Santa. I mean, despite my feelings on it, it's a harmless commercial. It's definitely one I'm not taking my eyes off of. I'm sure somebody out there cherishes this commercial.
7UP has the feeling of Christmas.
The elves have been telling me about all the good boys and girls who are calling my special telephone number.
Great! Oh boy, anybody remember this age of television? Remember when hotlines were a thing? I think I was growing up around the time where they started to die down, but these things were really big in the 90s. These things were just really easy ways for certain people to make money.
There's a new story every day, and I'll tell you how to get a free Christmas gift.
Clearly they're not around anymore, so you can definitely tell that after this one it just didn't work out, so they stopped doing Santa hotlines.
How would you like to be a Santa's helper?
Me.
Santa has a very special Christmas message he wants everyone to hear.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's 2 of them. In fact, there's multiple of them.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa here. Call 1-900-660-6666.
Christmas is near, and I am delighted that so many good boys and girls are calling my special number.
Ho, ho, ho! You know me, I'm Santa.
To hear my exciting Christmas stories.
There's a new story every day.
I'll tell you how to get a whoopee.
Well, I hope whoever these companies were that set up these hotlines, they got their money's worth.
Merry Christmas!
Hello, welcome to Toys R Us. Can I help you?
Oh, what a shame. We don't get to see commercials like this anymore. Obviously because they're no longer in business. I think.
I got the last one.
In my opinion, I think toy stores are great. I seriously feel for the kids nowadays. They're missing out on it. I mean, now we have Amazon and all these services where you get to online shop, especially in today's day and age, but toy stores were great. I remember the toy store in Times Square before it became a Gap. You could actually go there and they would allow you to play with the toys, at least in some sections. I thought that was great. I mean, the advantage of a toy store is when you go there and you see the toy, you could just grab it and bring it home. With Online shopping, you gotta wait for that toy to be delivered. These were special kind of commercials around the holidays. Whenever you started seeing a wave of commercials for Toys R Us, you knew the holidays were coming.
Black Schwinn Stingray, Monopoly game, Barbie, Elmo, My Little Pony.
Well, it is what it is. Times change, and like the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. At least I'm sure it came to an end.
I can't feel my leg anymore, Santa.
Oh.
Because the only thing better than seeing joy in a child's face is knowing you put it there.
This Christmas, Disney Channel is bringing you...
So, I watched the Disney Channel, but I don't have that great of a memory of their Christmas specials. Now, I mean, I remember a few. Obviously, I know the Phineas and Ferb one. I do remember the Sweet Life Christmas specials. The one where they were living in the hotel, they apparently got snowed in. They also did like their own take on the birth of Jesus. I think for the Sweet Life on Deck, they did a parody of A Christmas Carol. I mean, other than those three, I don't have that great of a memory of any other Christmas special. The Raven one I kind of remember, but I couldn't tell you what it was about. And that's kind of a theme with these Disney Channel shows. I can't tell you what any of their Christmas specials were about because I don't think I've seen them enough. Which is interesting because I know more Cartoon Network Christmas specials than I do Disney Channel. And I watched more Disney Channel than I did Cartoon Network back in the day.
Starting in the morning.
I do know though when I was younger, I would watch Playhouse Disney. And I gotta say, if I know any Disney TV Christmas specials, it's Playhouse Disney, because I was also hooked on that a lot. I know the Higglytown Heroes one, I know JoJo's Circus, I would always catch the ending of the Koala Brothers. I mean, still, whether I watched these or not, this is still very nostalgic. I do remember this specific promo, ironically enough. Yeah, that makes me smile when I see an old bumper like this.
Starting Sunday on Disney Channel.
You want, like sweaters.
You gonna get that?
Oh, hey, check this out. It's the dad from Malcolm in the Middle being weird in JCPenney's.
Levi's.
Looking good. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that many JCPenney's commercials growing up. I mean, the only things that really stick out about this commercial is not just the way that he's acting, but also the Space Jams plug that they throw in there at one point.
We're jamming.
Space Jam.
Look at those kids. Those kids are like, what the hell are you doing in here? I love how he's just hanging around the store as if he's got nothing else to do. But clearly, you knew he was sent there to do his own shopping, because at the end he just comes out and he's got all these bags.
I got in, I got out, nobody got hurt.
I definitely have an idea on the whole lore of this commercial. Clearly, it's a few days before Christmas. He's a big goofball, and we see that in the commercial with him acting all weird and running around all over the place. He's got all this shopping he needs to do. So once again, he procrastinates. And we finally see the end result that he got everything. And of course he says,
I got in, I got out, nobody got hurt.
Indicating that wasn't so hard, now was it? JCPenney's.
Hurry in for great savings on last-minute gifts.
Ring in the holidays with Now That's What I Call Christmas.
Oh boy, I remember this commercial. Yeah, I had a bit of a problem with this one, and I don't really know why. I think I was not okay with the animation. I think it scared me for some reason. I can't come to terms as to why. I guess because the characters look a little funny.
With your paid order of Now That's What I Call Christmas, you'll also receive this embroidered velvet gift bag free. A perfect gift for giving or for holding your Christmas treasures.
I also remember the second commercial they did for this.
Celebrate the holidays with Now That's What I Call Christmas, the signature collection.
I remember that one very much, especially with Santa flying at the end. That and also the transition into the beginning. That has stuck in my head for a very long time.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Does anyone actually own these CDs? Does anybody own a Now That's What I Call Music CD? I've never owned one in my life, nor have I wanted one.
Call the number on your screen or send check or money order for $19.98 for 2 CDs plus $4.95 shipping and handling to the address shown. And with your paid order, you'll receive the velvet gift bag free. Rush delivery available. Order now.
So these next two commercials are actually connected in the way they're Coca-Cola commercials, and you probably know where I'm going with this. One of them are these Coca-Cola trucks. I'm sure they have a name. I'm not sure what they are, but this is one of the most iconic and popular Christmas commercials to air on television. It just focuses on these Coca-Cola trucks just driving through towns and that's it. I'm also really fascinated on like the story within these commercials. I don't know what it is about these trucks that make everybody stop what they're doing. They literally hear the trucks, put down everything, and run to go see them in town as if they're never gonna see them again. Maybe it's because they only drive in once every year. Maybe that's the big deal. It must be, because there's literally one commercial where a family is getting ready for dinner, and you can clearly see the dinner is on the table, but the trucks are obviously more important than eating, so they just run out of the house, leaving the dinner on the table. It just fascinates me. The other commercials focus on these polar bears. Now, you probably know these. They still kind of air these commercials. The last time I saw one, it was only like a year or two ago. Maybe it was also last year. I can't really remember because I've seen the commercials so many times. It's not even Christmas themed. I do know that they're still used. Yeah, I mean, these are just very basic commercials. It's just polar bears. It's just them being calm, and that's it. But they're also very simple, and they're very relaxing to watch. I like this one where they dance around with the penguins. There's a tale about Christmas that you've all been told. Yeah. Fun, relaxing commercials. Christmas comes this time.
Lights, please.
If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that I have a fondness for these Nick Miss bumpers. What's that? You don't know what these are? Well, aren't you gonna learn something tonight? These are old Nickelodeon Christmas bumpers that aired in the beginning of the 2000s. They basically crossed over a bunch of Nicktoons that were airing around that time, and they basically did parodies of Rankin Bass Christmas specials like Rudolph and Frosty. They even parodied The Grinch, which I know isn't Rankin Bass. They even did their own unique things, like they gave Plankton his own infomercial for his Christmas album.
Come on, ye fearful, I'll rule the world and everyone. Deck the ball with fist of fury. Dig, 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 dig.
They all sung 12 Days of Christmas.
11 clones attacking! 7,000 pounds!
It's jamming jelly.
And a starfish on a pine tree!
Pointy.
And one of them, which I don't think I discussed in my original video of it, because I did make a video on this way back in the day, which I will link in the description. It's one of my first Christmas episodes of the Wild Review. I talked about all of these, but I don't think I talked about this one because I didn't discover it until, I think, the year after. I found one where they were singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas, which actually advertises the Nickelodeon Christmas specials that were airing at that time.
We wish you a Merry Nickmas. We wish you a Merry Nickmas. We wish you a Merry Nickmas. That's why we're all here.
I love these. I absolutely love these bumpers. I love the Nickelodeon Christmas specials as well. I make it a point to watch those specials every year, along with these bumpers, just because there's so much charm to them. And it really makes me sad that Nickelodeon doesn't do something like this anymore. It is my favorite.
We wish you a Merry Nickmas.
Catch Merry Nickmas specials weeknights at 8 o'clock, 7 Central all month long on the First Kids Nickmas Network.
Heads up for reindeer.
Nickelodeon. Who's SpongeBob? Tell me!
Jingle bells, Santa smells, Christmas really stunk.
Oh yeah, this was a commercial. This is something advertising the Nintendo 64. I never had it. I had a Nintendo DS though.
Boxes full of clothes, CDs no one knows.
Alright, let's look at these CDs that these kids got. We have a tuba CD, a harp CD, some guy that looks like Elvis, and I don't know what that is. The tuba one looks pretty interesting though. Here's my main comment about this commercial. What the hell is up with this house? Who thought a yellow and brown checkered room was a good idea? That's an eyesore.
Get the hits you missed on N64. Mom and Dad, I'm so sad.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Santa, looky here.
Oh, it's Richie Rich's Christmas wish.
Oh my god, this movie sucks! Does anybody like this movie? I didn't grow up with this film, but I saw this last year, and it was probably the worst Christmas film that I had ever seen. Like, I would watch Christmas with the Cranks before I would watch Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. And that's saying a lot, because I freaking hate Christmas with the Cranks.
When The Boy with the Toys returns in the sequel to Macaulay Culkin's box office smash.
I just love how they mention Macaulay Culkin, especially in the way that they're making it sound like that this was supposed to be his film, but even he knew it was crap, so we got somebody else to play the role. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this at all. I was looking forward to it as well. I found it on TV. I was like, maybe I'll give it a shot. I see it on the TV Guide all the time, and I watched it, and it's literally an hour and a half that I am never getting back. This was horrible. Richie! Give you a little quick summary. It focuses on Richie Rich wishing that he was never born. This is because of a sleigh ride malfunction that happened that his cousin caused. It basically led him into crashing the sled that he was on. He was going to be delivering gifts, and the sled crashed. So then that gave off the message that apparently he was being selfish, when clearly he was in an accident. But it doesn't matter, because everybody thinks that he's selfish. So he wishes that he was never born, and we basically get a Richie Rich interpretation of It's a Wonderful Life. And it annoys the hell out of me the amount of times this damn kid questions why nobody knows who he is and why things are different. Richie! The effects look stupid, the acting's bad, it's just bad. This was a bad film. Clearly I'm not the only one who thinks that, because the reviews definitely agree with me. So it's okay, I'm not crazy. This film sucks.
Richie Rich's Christmas Wish, coming to video this holiday season.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Kmart is your Christmas store.
Oh, I remember Kmart. They recently just shut down the last Kmart in my town, so now there's no more Kmart. Which is a shame, because I really liked Kmart. They had a little Nathan shop in my Kmart. I used to get corn dogs. I like corn dogs.
Come to Kmart every Friday and Saturday for our Better Than Black Friday sales.
I remember these commercials with the weird light bulb character too. Just watching this brings back memories itself. Oh, that's Dancer.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas from your Kmart Christmas store.
Some of these commercials from the old days refer to Kmart as the Christmas store, which I never considered it as a Christmas store. I would assume the Christmas tree shop would be the Christmas store, but I've never associated Kmart to be the Christmas store. Then again, the 70s and 80s were a bit of a different time. Also, hey, bowling balls. Since when did they sell bowling balls at Kmart? I've never seen bowling balls at Kmart. Then again, I haven't been in a Kmart in 5 years, and I just got done saying I used to go there to get corn dogs and the little Nathan set up. So maybe they did have bowling balls and I just never paid attention.
They're smart, and there's Kmart smart.
One cold winter's eve, Bertie and Grimace wandered McDonald's land.
Hey, you guys remember when the McDonald's commercials used to be fun? Back in the day, McDonald's commercials would actually feature the McDonald's characters that we all know. You know, characters like Ronald McDonald, Grimace, the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, the Bird character, and those weird fuzzball people. Going back to what I said about the cereal commercials, the McDonald's commercials not only would advertise McDonald's, but would also tell a story within their 30-second window with these characters. In this case, this one commercial, Star Wish, focuses on Birdie and Grimace catching a star to give to Ronald for Christmas.
The little star was wrapped and ribboned and given, but...
Oh, dear me.
twinkle, it didn't.
You see, Birdie and Grimace, a star can never belong just to me.
Sometimes, though, it wouldn't be all these characters. In fact, the characters started to phase out as of the 90s. Sometimes it would also just be Ronald McDonald, like in this commercial where a little girl is running away from home.
Everybody says I'm too little.
Really?
I'm thinking of running away to McDonald Land.
McDonald Land? That's where I'm from.
There's also another commercial with Ronald ice skating with a bunch of kids. The one word I could use with these commercials is definitely nostalgia. I mean, the commercials back then for McDonald's definitely represented how McDonald's used to be, and the commercials for McDonald's now definitely represent McDonald's now. I can't remember the last time Ronald McDonald was even in a commercial. I think the last time was right before they had introduced the... Get it off! Yeah, still, they're fun commercials to watch. They bring back old memories from when Ronald McDonald was in charge.
Hey, Ronald, I think I hear my mom calling me.
Oh, okay. Bye, Lindsay.
The 25 Days of Christmas on...
Oh, hey, check it out. It's another ABC 25 Days of Christmas marathon. I thought I only included one of these.
25 Days of Christmas on Fox Family.
Excuse me?
This is a big deal here at Fox Family. That's why we're giving you 25 Days of Christmas, because one is never enough.
I don't recall the 25-day-long Christmas marathon being owned by Fox. I'm pretty sure those marathons would especially conflict with their Sunday night football games. So if you're confused from watching this like I was the first time I saw this, apparently this is the same 25 Days of Christmas marathon that we know today. I did a little research and I learned that Freeform, which used to be ABC Family, used to be Fox Family. But even before then, it used to be called the Family Channel. I'm assuming that's right. If it's not, then I got wrong information, but I just found that pretty interesting. Okay.
Here on Fox Family.
I'm getting a little hot with this hat on.
Once upon a wintry Christmas Eve.
Oh, hey, check this out. This is a rare teaser trailer for the second Santa Claus film. Now, I might have mentioned this before, because I know I did talk about the Santa Claus films in my Christmas series. If I did, then this is exactly what I was talking about. If I didn't, though, then this is what I should have brought up as a fun fact for those films.
With a hearty ho ho ho, he stepped gracefully from his sleigh, slipped on a patch of ice.
So according to some sources, when it comes to this teaser trailer, this was actually a teaser trailer for the first Santa Claus film back in '94. I guess they used the same teaser for the second movie, which was originally supposed to be released in 2001, but it was pushed back a year because they didn't want to compete with other films that were coming out around that time.
He's made a few changes at the North Pole, and Christmas will never be the same.
Relax. I have everything under control.
Tim Allen returns.
We need help in here. Clean this thing up.
Santa Claus 2, The Escape Clause.
Okay, so either they messed up, or they messed up. Either way, somebody messed up with the title here. Yes, apparently the second movie was supposed to be called The Escape Clause. Yeah, I mean, I found that pretty interesting. You can't find this teaser anywhere. This is extremely rare. I even had a hard time looking it up for this. I spent a good, 5 minutes trying to find the video. Yeah, so that's a thing.
Santa Claus 2, The Escape Clause.
Anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
It's Charlie Brown and the Peanuts Gang, preparing to spend another joyous holiday together.
Okay, we gotta talk. So I'm sure a lot of you know the issue regarding the Peanut specials. The news came out back in October, and actually it came out the same week the Great Pumpkin video was supposed to be released. I didn't have time to fix up the video and give a little message to the news that broke out, but if you don't know, because you just don't know, Apple has acquired the rights for the Peanuts specials, and they made an announcement that Great Pumpkin, along with the Thanksgiving special and Christmas special, will no longer be airing on TV because Apple owns them now. And if you want to see them, you have to purchase the Apple TV Plus streaming site. Now, that might seem mean, but Apple does have a heart because they were allowing non-subscribers like myself to view the specials for free for 3 days. So why don't you just put it on TV where you can watch it for free anyway? You just gotta pay the cable bill.
Taxi!
I get you want to put it on a streaming site. That's not the issue here. I don't mind if it's on a streaming site. I mind if you put it on a streaming site and that's the only way you can watch it now. I only have 3 streaming sites. I can't afford 5 different ones. But this luckily has a happy ending because the fight is over to see these specials. PBS has picked up the Thanksgiving special, which had already aired, and the Christmas special, which I don't know if it had aired by this time this goes out, but PBS has saved the day and will be, or has already aired, these specials. Praise the PBS gods. Thank you, Big Bird. Now, I'm not sure what this means for the future years. Apple only gave them the permission to air them this year, so I'm not sure what's going to go on for the following years. They should continue to air them on TV, especially for those who don't have Apple TV+. But yeah, that's my rant on it. I finally get to express my opinion on camera. Anyway, this promo is pretty good.
But as is often the case with Charlie Brown,
Oh, everything I touch gets ruined.
it appears that this Christmas may be a sad one. That is, of course, until the rest of the gang shows good old Charlie Brown that they haven't really lost the Christmas spirit at all. A Charlie Brown Christmas.
That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Taxi!
Here's another classic that's become a staple of the holiday when it comes to commercials. The Campbell's Soup commercial with the snowman that reveals to be a little boy inside. And there's something about this commercial that gives me a warm feeling inside. And I don't think that has anything to do with the soup.
No.
It's a cute commercial. I enjoy watching it every year, though I do kind of wonder why the hell the child was left outside like that. Like, who leaves their kid outside in the freezing cold in a snowstorm where he would end up as a snowman? I get even more curious when I see him walking into the house and he's able to move his arms, which have now become branches. It's like, where are his actual arms? How was he able to eat the soup with his rock mouth? There are definitely questions, but it's a cute commercial, so I let it slide. Also, it's Christmas.
Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup.
Let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything.
Ralphie, what would you like this year?
Hey, look, this is what milking something looks like. This is a commercial from 2006 promoting a Go phone from Singular. And they do it very uniquely by summarizing the whole story of a Christmas story within 30 seconds, which I'm honestly really impressed with, how they managed to get all the main points of a Christmas story told within that small window. I mean, sure, they're missing a bunch of gags, but they basically hit all the main beats.
My only hope was to go straight to the source and ask him myself.
I want a Motorola C139 with texting, games, and graphics.
You'll run the bill up, kid.
I guess it would make sense because A Christmas Story focuses on a kid wanting a gun, so do a commercial about a kid wanting a phone. Yeah, I guess it works. Also, am I the only one who's a little freaked out on how similar this kid looks to the actual kid who played Ralphie in A Christmas Story? They look a little similar, you know, to an extent.
Singular, raising the bar.
Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good,
I like watching the Pillsbury Doughboy commercials around this time of year. I think because cookies.
We made these just for you.
I don't recall ever making cookies around Christmas when I was younger, but I definitely recall seeing this guy's face everywhere when it comes to Christmas. Whether it was his cookies or biscuits or croissants, it was insane the amount of Pillsbury Doughboy face I had in my face around the holidays.
Let us celebrate this supper with merriment, with song, with crescent rolls.
Did someone forget the crescent rolls?
Don't worry, they're right here.
This is another one of those commercials that I look forward to seeing every year, like Hess. There's just something pure about them being part of the holiday airwaves. Also, I enjoy this commercial with Santa just constantly poking the Pillsbury Doughboy. That's cute.
In this home, we believe.
Cartoon Network Holiday Rush.
Yeah, it would make sense. I talked about Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. Might as well talk about Cartoon Network. Again, I didn't grow up with that much Cartoon Network, but I definitely know a lot of their Christmas specials. One of my favorite ones include the Ed and Nettie Jingle Jangle Jingle. I think I said that wrong. You also have Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. Then you have Chowder's Hey Hey It's Knishmish, which is one of my favorites. Then you have Flapjack's Low Tidings Day, Foster's Home, Johnny Bravo. There's a bunch that I really enjoy. These bumpers, though, are really unique, though. They're pretty interesting. You have some that are from the early days of Cartoon Network, where they're all costume characters, but their heads are ginormous.
Taking photos during the holiday season is a family tradition. A photograph can capture the spirit of the entire holiday season. Season's greetings and welcome.
And then you have these commercials that take place in Toon City, where all the Cartoon Network characters basically live together in this city.
You want a particle accelerator?
Yes, something useless.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Stupid atom smasher.
I gotta be honest, these bumpers are really cool. I enjoy watching them, but the one I really like watching is the Christmas in July one.
It's the middle of July, and the temperature is high.
Yeah, I'm cheating a little. These aren't pure Christmas commercials. This is an advertisement for a Christmas marathon happening in July. But I have a connection with this one because I think this is what triggered my Christmas in July phase that I go through every year. I remember I came home one day over the summer and I turned on Cartoon Network and they were playing a Christmas marathon. They played all these Christmas specials in the middle of July. And I just recall myself sitting there watching these Christmas specials in high 80-degree weather and just thought it was the best thing ever. But Cartoon Network Christmas specials as a whole are fun to watch. I enjoy watching them. And also the new specials are really great too. I like the Adventure Time and regular show one. The Cartoon Network shows nowadays, some people have opinions on them. I really enjoy them. Cartoon Network is not as bad as people used to think it was with CN Real, which is something that nobody should ever talk about. I understand why.
Cartoon Network's Holiday Rush, starting Sunday at 7 on Cartoon Network.
Here's another one I'm sure all of you know, the classic M&M Christmas commercial. It's only 15 seconds, but it's still charming to watch. It focuses on the red and yellow M&M meeting Santa.
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy.
He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
This commercial's fun. I like watching it every year, and I'm glad that they play it every year. I'm just not a big fan on the sequel that they did.
He does exist!
They do exist.
Santa?
Yeah. How many of you actually know that they did a sequel to this commercial? In 2017, they continued this story of these M&M characters meeting Santa, and seeing that Santa may be out of commission, Yellow decides to be the man and save Christmas himself and deliver all the gifts.
I have to save Christmas. Let's go! Tommy, James, Lucy, Ben, Judith.
Right! No!
It was
Is that not?
Is it cute? Yeah. Do I think it was needed? No. I was fine with it just being one commercial. I didn't really think we needed to continue on it. It doesn't hurt to continue the story. Clearly it had a lot of good reception. People were excited to see this continuation.
What have you done?
Did I ruin Christmas, Red?
Actually, buddy, I think you made it even better.
For me, I like the first one a little bit more. There's a bit more charm to the first one because it was unique. But, you know, I guess a continuation's fine.
He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
Oh, hey, check it out. This commercial.
Nestle makes the very best.
This is a commercial for the Nestle brand promoting their new holiday candy with their holiday wrapping. I didn't grow up with this commercial, and I'm very glad I didn't. This looks horrifying.
Nestle makes the very best. This season, look for special holiday wrapping featuring me, Farfel, on your favorite Nestle candy. N-E-S-T-L-E-S. New holiday wrapping from Nestle. Nestle makes the very best chocolate. Chocolate.
Well, on that horrifying note, I say we should call it quits. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this commercial special. Again, if you'd like to check out any of these commercials and the 1-hour video that basically inspired this whole thing, all those links will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you had fun, and I hope all of you have a great Christmas and the rest of the year. Thanks for watching The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me review a thing. Why do they just have teeth on the bottom of their mouth?
Nestle makes the very best chocolate.
Season's beatings, underlings!